My name is Chris Allen, and I will be reciting a poem about myself called The Farmyard. I wrote it about 6 months ago, so it's a bit out of date. That makes any sense. Okay. I am eating lunch. Full. I have too much of it. Cupcake. Waiting at the gate for a tasty treat. My friends. Eager to see the chickens they picked out the day before. We stroll into the farm together. I relax again, and we go in together. Cupcake, water runs over. Sprinkles, not far behind. Floyd, watchful, waiting for proof of the food. My friend takes a half-full bag of goldfish out of their pocket. I get some grapes. Floyd jumps down from his ledge, frightening the kid stroking him. Floyd, in his hunger, knocks the bag from my friend's hand. My friend grabs the bag, almost too late. Is all like almost down his throat. It's a tug of war. After a few seconds, Floyd gets half, my friend gets the other half. The goats start munching on the goldfish. I put down some grapes and grape skins for them. I hear a shout from behind me. I turn. Where? Fluffy, little, poor pie, had gone off the stand with the chickens. He runs over and eats a goldfish. We all laugh. I pick up poor pie and put him back. He falls asleep. I grab Clash. He gets out. He runs away. I catch him. But it is a Tuesday with a short lunch, so it is time to leave. I leave the amazing farmyard with a lot of the middle school behind me. Out of the corner of my eye, I see one of my friends. He's in the back of the people leaving the farm. I've never seen him in the farm. I leave, go to my locker, and then to drama. Just like any other Tuesday of the last 3 weeks. We start drama and brainstorm ideas for our project. There's a faint noise. Sounds like a bah! Chris, Miss Yodash, is that you? Some kids are laughing. No, I say, munch, munch. I hear, who is that, Miss Yodash? Who's eating? None of us are. It's clear now. It's coming from outside. Miss Yodash steps outside. Oh, we hear. A lot of us go outside. There's Floyd, and Cupcake, and Sprinkles. Finishing a student's half-eaten lunch. It has a sandwich, some chips, some soggy candy, and a crumbled chocolate chip cookie. A chocolate chip cookie. Uh-oh. The goats haven't gotten to it yet. Monsieur grabs the lunch. Whose is this? Sorry, someone grabs it. Throw it away, don't do it again. Okay, the student agrees. Does anyone have a snack? Bah! Floyd says. I do. I say, I have a granola bar. I say, good, Miss York says. Can you get it? Sure. I say, I go to my backpack. I came back. The goats got bored. Led by Floyd, they go to the gym. We chase them. Hey, why are the goats here? Mr. Clashman asked. They got out, we explained. Floyd is sniffing for food. There, Floyd, I say, holding out the granola bar. Bah! 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 Meh! The goats say. Floyd, Cupcake, Sprinkles. They smell the greatness. The maple, the syrup, the granola, the brown sugar. Ah! 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 The goats agree. They slowly follow me back. They are, yes, and bye, and bye, ha ha. But we eventually get back to the farm. The great farm, with its 15 chickens, and 4 baby chickens, and 3 houses, 1 for the goats, 1 for the big chickens, and 1 for the medium-sized and small chickens, and its stunts, and its food, and its water, and its humans, and its greatness. And its friends, and the 3 goats, Cupcake, Sprinkles, and last, but definitely not least, Floyd, all snacking on the granola, happy. And we are still in time for English, but we forgot to lock the gate. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sky Collis, and this is Amelia, and we are going to be reciting our poem for two voices called Doors.
Opens into wonders, bees come in, closes with a thud, tries to stay open, but fails.
Thank you.
We're going to have the choir sing for us a little bit now. Why don't you guys pull it up? My name is Chris Preslone. I'm a music instructor here at the Gregory School. And we've got the sixth graders who are in my music class this semester. And part of the theme that we all agreed upon focusing on this semester was Japanese art and culture. So we're going to do two pieces that are Japanese inspired. The first one is called In This Ancient House. And there's some Japanese text in there which just mirrors what is being said in the English, which hopefully you'll understand. I also have members of the regular choir joining us here so that they can add some support for the sixth graders. And as it so happens this semester, one of the seniors here happened to have the block where the music class was meeting. She had that block free. And so she started hanging out in the room with us while we were having music class. And I said, if you're going to be in here, I'm going to put you to work. And she said, okay. And she kept coming back, and she's helped me a lot this semester with teaching the sixth graders music. And so in a moment, you're going to see Ruby Meyer, senior here, make her conducting debut in conducting In This Ancient House. That's what we'll start with.
saved with 100 sons. Oh, Shikira, Kurumino Kibana, for so many. Shira Munimo Nimo, for so many. Shira Munimo Nimo, Shira Munimo Nimo, Shira
This next piece is a setting of a traditional Japanese folk song called Sakura, which is the cherry blossom song. And the text is basically cherry blossoms, mist and clouds, gently floating in the air as far as one can see. The fragrance is everywhere. Come, come, let us go and see. And this piece, I chose this, number one, because it's a Japanese folk song, but two, it incorporates what are referred to as orff instruments, which are a lot of bell-like instruments and some percussion things. We don't have a lot of orff instruments here, but I was able to scrounge up some instruments that could be used in their place. So we have people playing a vibraphone, we've got some people playing the glockenspiel, lots of individual bells, we've got drums and finger cymbals, and then we have some singing as well. And also, we have another senior helping us out here. Brian Liu is going to be playing the piano for this. Enjoy. Sorry, Andre. Now we need to put everything away.
I'm Cindy Moore,
I'm Hannah Conley.
and we're going to be reading the poem that we wrote called Sports.
Sports,
Coaches, practices,
games, fouls and plays,
moving swiftly on the court,
friendships,
grow,
passes and shots,
baseball, volleyball,
basketball, soccer, football, girls, boys, anyone. Anyone can do it.
You just need to
Practice,
practice,
practice. Hannah Conley and I wrote a poem called No Matter What. Last game of the season, cheering on the bleachers. I walk onto the court with my friends. High fives and waves. Buzzer goes off. Basketball flies. Feet running, positions, defense, offense, push pitch. Ball pass left and right. Steal. I run. Dribbling down the court. Shoot, score, three-pointer, cheering. Run back, run up, offense, defense, shoot, score, free, cheering. Run up, run back, push, shove. I'm on the ground, arm cut, blood. Teammates come, standing, game on, push ridge. Time passing, 13-17, fouls, bad plays, steals, shots, breathing hard, sweat, mad, tired, too many emotions, halftime. 13-17, we can make it. Ball passed here and there, steal, running, breathing hard, sweat running down my face, running fast, shoot, score, three-pointer. 16-17, high fives and cheers. Shoots and fouls, 18-18. I feel different, good different. I smile at my teammates, they smile back. Timer almost out, ball flies through me, turn around, face my opponent. Cross up and move along. Spin around, ball leaves my hands. Buzzer sounds, 21-18, we cheer. Basketball is kind of like life when you think about it. Challenges and points, sometimes you get hurt. But you get up, brush it off, keep going. High fives and smiles, team huddles, games and games. Season's over, but not for me and my teammates. For us basketball players, every day is another basketball game, no matter what.
Hi, I'm Carl Ramis, and I'm going to be reading a poem that I wrote called The Chair. So rough yet smooth, worn but hard, carved in velvet and gems, comfortable and stylish. Throne. People wonder why I did it. Isn't it obvious? All the suffering for it. I think it was worth it, even if my father died from it, as long as I am in charge. Forever.
Hi, I'm Madison Harland, and I'm going to be reading a poem I wrote called Time. It's in my great big Victorian house on Willoughby Street. I've lived there for years. Tick, tock, tick, tock. I've walked through that hallway 10,000 times, but I've never noticed it before. Maybe it was pulling me, commanding me to notice it. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It was a grandfather, intricately encased in gold, with a giant pendulum swinging back and forth. Tick, tock, and staring at that clock. Tick, tock, sharp behind the glass. Then I start to wonder about time. Tick, tock. Is time choose if we fail or if we succeed? Does it see our future and our past, if we die or if we last? Tick, tock. Is that pendulum lording over us, ruling us? Tick, tock. Does time see everything, anything, always, forever? Tick, tock. Is time trapped behind the glass, or is time trapping us? Are we behind the glass, the thing that we created, ensnaring us, trapping us, clutching us? We've been captured. Tick, tock. We are the clock.
Hello, my name is Lisa Pena, and I'll be reciting a poem I wrote called My Generation. My generation. Some call us the Google generation. Sure, we talk to each other by tweeting and texting. Of course, we share photos and memories on Instagram. Absolutely, we like each other on Facebook. We are a smart generation, thanks to the answers on Google. We speak multiple languages by using Google Translate. So you can call this generation obsessed or electric zombies, and maybe, just maybe, those things are true. We are called all of those things, but that doesn't bother me, because right here and right now, this is my generation.
Hi, my name is Gus, and I'm going to be reciting Gummy Bears by me. They're tasty, they're squishy, they're colorful too. They're bear-shaped, smooth texture, my mom likes them too. The pineapple flavor, I like them very much. When it comes to my mom, she eats a whole bunch. They come in a bag with lots of cool logos, but if you leave them with my mom, she becomes kind of a gozo. I'm her apprentice, and she's the gummy bear queen. But when I eat gummy bears, I make sure my hands are clean. My mom gets a craving, she goes to the store. But when she's all done, she just wants more. Sometimes I sit and wonder how many she eats. When I think about it, she also eats beets. So maybe she isn't all that bad. After all, it just maybe could be Dad.
Hi, I'm Summer Gardner, and I will be reciting the first stanza of the poem The Bells by Edgar Allan Poe. Hear the sedges with the bells, silver bells, what a world of merriment the melody foretells, how they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air of night, though the stars of ever sprinkle, all the heavens seem to twinkle with a crystalline delight, keeping time, in a sort of rhythmic rhyme, to the tinkling vibrations of musical bells, from the bells, 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 from the jingling and the tinkling of the bells.
Hi, my name is Eric, and I'm going to recite the first 8 stanzas of The Raven, also by Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many quaint and curious, long forgotten lore, while I nodded, merely napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more.
Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember rods thirst upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow, from my books a cease and sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden who the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, 'tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. Sir, said I, oh madam, your good forgiveness I implore, but you see that I was napping when so faintly came tapping, so gently came rapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, Lenore. Merely this, nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all the soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. Surely, said I, surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me go see where they're at is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. Open here I flung the shutters, and with many a flirt and flutter, and there stepped a stately raven of the saintly day of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then the ebony bird beguiling my sad face into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance at war. Oh, then though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is, on the next Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Hey, good afternoon. Sorry for my appearance. I've been drawing chickens this morning and making nests in trees. So, the sixth graders in art this year, this trimester, we've been doing a lot of fun projects. We've been doing some tessellations, some watercolors, and drawing, and we've also been doing some digital art. And earlier this year, when Dr. Freslin came to me and said we would like to do an Asian-themed based trimester, I was really excited because I get to show you guys a little bit about Hokusai. He's a wonderful Japanese artist, and you probably have recognized this before, Hokusai's artwork, the big giant wave, where it looks like it's about to crash on Mount Fuji there. This is one of his pieces. Another famous piece is the next one. It is also of Mount Fuji, but I just love the composition of this piece because who in the right mind would throw the mountain off to the corner just like that? So I love his artwork. Besides doing landscapes, Hokusai did a lot of prints about people in their everyday life and their garments that they wore. Next slide. Here's an example of the beautiful details that Hokusai built up in his layers of the clothing. Each section is just full of patterns. Some are geometric, some have mandalas, some have wave patterns. I love his work. So this got me to thinking, and I started looking around the internet to see what we could do as far as like digital art goes. Next slide. And I saw like some people did like various waves like his, but they used these beautiful, beautiful patterns from his clothing. So I had, for 6th grade, one of our projects we did was they designed a composition using a little mini still life they created, and then using the internet found various patterns and incorporated those patterns into their artwork. So if we could just now run through the show, this is the 6th grade project. Did those
Magic pot, tale from China. Once, a poor, hard-working woodcutter was walking home from the forest with an axe strapped to his back. Suddenly, he came upon a large old pot made of brass. It was the biggest pot he had ever seen.
What a fine pot! How will I get it home? It's too heavy to carry. Guess I'll just have to drag it.
He dropped the axe into the pot and began the hard work of dragging the clumsy pot down the path to his house. His wife was most pleased to see the pot.
What a fortunate day, husband. You found a wonderful pot and another axe.
No, wife, I just found the pot. I had the axe before.
But there are 2 axes in the pot.
He looked inside the pot, and there were, indeed, 2 axes in the pot. As he leaned down to pull them out, the straw hat fell from his head and into the pot. Now 2 hats rested near the axes.
Wait, the pot is haunted! Or it's magical. Let's just start staring inside and see what happens.
One didn't became 2.
Quickly, get our savings from the jar on the shelf.
The handful of pointed doubles
It is magical! What shall we put in next? The money, of course. Let's get rich while we can.
They placed the coins inside repeatedly, and the amount doubled each time. After a while, they were indeed rich.
Here, wife, we can build a fine house, not a big vegetable garden. Not have to work so hard from now on. I'm so happy that I could dance.
They skipped around and around the house, when suddenly His wife slipped on some points and fell into the pot. Now, 2 wives climbed out. They looked closely at each other, but it was impossible to tell them apart.
Yay, this is awesome. I've always wanted an identical twin. What have I done? I can't live with 2 wives at the same time? Not in my house. Not in my house.
They grabbed the woodcutter and threw him into the pot. 2 woodcutters climbed out.
Can 2 families live in the same house? No, I can't believe this. Out of nowhere, he showed up. Oh wait, no, that was me. But anyway, I never want to see him again. He's so greedy, trying to steal my life.
Half the money was given to the second couple, and they built an elegant new house. It was right next to the second couple's fine new house. Ever since that time, the people of the village marked on the strong resemblance of the woodcutter and his wife's new relatives, the ones who must have brought them all of that money.
The King Who Believed Everything, a tale from Austria. There once was a king who believed everything. If one of his advisors said the castle was floating in the air, he believed it. If his wife, the queen, explained that she was invited to a tea party at the bottom of the sea, he believed it. The royal gardener claimed that his beautiful roses grew from seed to blossom, and one day the king believed that as well. To tell the truth, the king didn't want to believe everything.
I hereby declare 1 chest of gold and the title of highest advisor to the court to anyone who can tell me something I cannot believe. But if you fail, a year's stay in the dungeon. 3 stars on yellow.
People formed a long line at the castle door, each hoping to win the prize.
Almighty King, I was walking in the forest and I found a sword of fire.
Did you bring it?
No?
Hi. I was in the woods a couple of days ago and I found this pot. Whenever I put something in
Wrong story.
Goodbye.
Right before I got here, I saw 50 billion pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows, and they gave me 500 trillion rainbow jelly beans.
Castle?
Yeah, they're just right outside the castle.
Hello, King! I'm going to tell you about a vision in the future that I've seen of a small metal box with one side of glass, and you can communicate with anyone in the whole kingdom by playing free. Yeah.
Almighty King, I'm a prophetess, and I foresee that the sun will explode and you, my king, will be the first to die.
You better prepare.
No! So the other day, I was walking in the forest and I couldn't help singing. Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
These outlandish tales we heard, the king said.
Yes, I believe every word.
A year and a day went by and the king was growing quite discouraged. Not once had he been able to say.
No, that is false. I do not believe it.
Thus he added a second chest of gold. An old farmer named Wilhelm heard the king's generous offer and decided to visit him.
Almighty King, I will tell you my last great adventure and you will not believe it.
Very well, but if you fail.
Yes, of course, but let me tell you my story. Last week I planted a bean in my garden and the stalk grew 100 feet tall.
Interesting.
I started to climb up the stalk, and by the time I'd gotten to the top, it had grown 200 feet tall.
Awesome.
A roadway appeared. I jumped from the top of the stalk to the middle of it. I walked down the road for a few miles and came to a large golden bird. She could speak and told me to climb upon her back. I did so, and she carried me down.
Get to the bloody point.
Angels filled the sky with wondrous beauty, and I saw many of my dear departed friends. They seemed so happy. Then I saw my parents. They looked young and healthy with royal robes and golden crowns. My heart filled with joy.
Good, I always liked them. But then, O wise king, I fear I bring sad news. I saw your parents. They did not look happy or healthy. They were dressed in rags and begging for money.
No, that is false. I do not believe it. I do not believe it. I do not believe it.
So it was that a clever farmer named Wilhelm became rich and on the top, highest the bison to the forest.
What are those?